I heard. What has been the most terrifying experience you've had involving humans? Son of Phoenix bleated. Not the scariest, yay, wartime experiences, /s, but definitely the spookiest is when their prey instincts surface. They do have them, just not used all that often, and it is really, really creepy when the bunch of humans you're with all go quiet and go, hang on, I'm being hunted, all at the same time. Cool Space Bird 16 bleated. Oh yeah, I've definitely heard about that. It's scary to think that they just know when something is looking at them. It's like a sixth sense that they just ignore until something triggers it. Totally not a human bleated. I can actually explain this phenomena if you want. Essentially, humans have a limited field of vision, around 180 degrees. However, we do have multiple different fields of vision within that, which in basic are focus, a roughly 1 degree cone of vision we use to focus on specific things. Outside of that, we have a cone of vision for details about the object of focus and its surroundings. Here's where it gets interesting. I'm not entirely sure where exactly, but there is a threshold where humans stop. Consciously processing visual information, keyword there is consciously. Outside of that threshold lie the limits of color vision, and finally at 180 degrees, movement. As you can see, the limits of color and movement lie outside our limits of conscious perception, but our brains still have that information. So while we may not see something, our brain still can and tell us, hey, you didn't see something over there, which typically elicits the freeze and look around response you describe. This is also why we describe it as a sixth sense, because it does feel that way, but it's still visual sense, just more complex. Also, if you ever wondered why humans have bright and distinctive eyes, this is also why, using the color and motion, full unconscious perception of those, we can tell very easily, consciously or unconsciously, where other humans are looking. It technically also works with other species, but since they typically don't have the distinct white and color eyes, humans do, we can't tell what direction they are looking, only that there is a pair of not human eyes, which is also very helpful to be able to distinguish. Hope you find this helpful. Son of Phoenix bleated. It's not only when they're being watched either. My human friends can instinctively tell the difference between being watched, being hunted, shit's about to go down, and oh hell no, and react appropriately before my feathers have time to fluff. It's meant I've been picked up and carried more than once, but under the circumstances, I'm okay with it. Prancing lady. When I took my 2 new foster kids to our biggest, most out-of-the-way park for a short trot and lost the eldest near some bright blooming bushes. It's a poor excuse, but the younger of the 2 kept tugging on my ear and tickling me. Still, it was a good decision to keep her on my back. I briefly panicked and went around to look for her brother and to ask if anyone saw him. It wasn't an easy or fruitful endeavor, as almost all the people kept getting spooked by my foster child. She's Sivkid-sized, for bright aura's sake, and I couldn't stand up on my hind legs for a better vantage point because I didn't want to let my child down, especially with some of the stairs in the local herds. Then I miraculously spotted her brother running up to us, skipping as a happy foal. I began to relax, but what I heard next almost made me stumble. He babbles all cheerful and eager and tries to make us follow him, pulling on my belt. He says that a funny horse he wants to play. He's so joyful that someone other than me and our friends wants to be anywhere near him. I had time to be pleasantly surprised by that, and even had a brief flash of hope that maybe it's someone from my home planet I can meet. Then my little Abdul blurted that the big talking horsey speak funny because very long tongue, crow, and what I was able to get from his babbling is that... Stranger agreed to play tag and hide and seek and even any game with a ball if my little foal follows, and wanted to lead him away to help with something very important, but relented to let Abdul go back for his sister to bring her along too. That creep was also interested to know how many friends and siblings he has and where to find them. The more I listened, the more I thought about why and what ifs. That encounter became all the more terrifying. That evening, I grabbed my foals and galloped home. I have the UN on speed dial, both voice and touch activated. Still think that maybe we should move soon.